After so much of this, American troops in blazing combat, the American-led war in Iraq is coming to an end. Despite successful elections and the people's return to a vaguely normal life, this is how the US withdrawal is beginning to look. A bombing in a Baghdad market where 72 people out shopping were killed. Or here, this mosque in the north, where a suicide truck bomber killed 80. Or in this Baghdad market for used motorbikes, with 15 more slain. In less than a week, more than 200 Iraqis have been butchered across the country, prompting the government to warn people to stay away from crowded locations. For one thing is almost certain: these attacks will continue as Al-Qaeda and its allies attempt to bomb Iraq back into sectarian civil war. A war it will be up to Iraq's Prime Minister to prevent. For this no longer will be America's war. By June 30, all US forces will have retreated to their bases outside of Iraq's cities and towns. After 6 long, brutal years, they're now reduced to a supporting role at the behest of the Iraqis. Though 130,000 troops will remain, they'll be unable to launch operations of their own within the cities, nor even detain suspected enemy combatants without the permission or invitation of the government of Iraq. That leaves some Iraqis fearful, like Hana Abdul Hassan, who says the handover fills her with horror. My message to the US military and their commander as they're going to move away from us, she says, is that we want you to still keep your eye on us. But most Iraqis are glad to see the Americans out of their neighbourhoods. State TV is flaunted with a countdown marking time to the handover, and June 30 has been declared a national holiday. I feel the same as most Iraqi feels, says Awatef Jawad. I will feel my freedom and my liberation when I don't see an American stopping an Iraqi on the street just 20 or 30 metres ahead of me.
Push one truck over to
the soldiers' departure from those streets, though a few soldiers will remain to advise the Iraqis and work in occasional joint operations, is dictated by an agreement signed in the dying days of the Bush administration. An agreement that surrenders the United States' ability to wage the war it began. And as much as Iraqi emotions will be mixed, June 30 will be a day bittersweet for Americans. Though the first step in bringing their troops home, something the agreement gives them only 18 more months to do, it's an event that intones the memory of the American blood that's been spilt. Already, some US officials are aggrieved by the notion of an Iraqi national holiday. Feeling such celebration belies the 4,300 troops who have died on Iraqi soil. Those deaths, a bloody legacy the US will leave forever in Iraq. But it's a legacy that will be measured against the kind of Iraq America will eventually leave behind. Michael Ware, CNN, Baghdad.